Hello, everybody, and welcome to Options Paycheck Live. Today, we will be planning our option trades for Monday's market open with focus on generating steady income through selling puts and calls. If you are new to the channel, I focus on practical option strategies to build a reliable second income. Please like this video if you find it helpful and subscribe to the channel to see my trades. Let's get started now. We will review last week's results. I will go to Google Sheet and we will review how much I earned last week. We will pick the stocks for the trades this week. We also look at the chart and do chart analysis. We look at the option premiums and assess how much we can earn from selling calls and puts. And we will do our plans for the next week. We will do planning of trades, and I will also document all plans in the logbook. The plans we will do directly in Interactive Brokers, and you will see everything I will do. I will plan and I will trade live here in the channel. Please put your comments and I will try to answer your questions directly as soon as I see your chat messages. So now let's go to the logbook and review the trades. Last week we had vacations. We had a Easter vacation, and so I did not have the live stream, but I can tell you that the week of April 14th, the profit was around $310, which made 20% of annual return on capital from the premiums. This week, or the past week, the week just finished, the overall return was $224. So it is 14, almost 15% of annual return on capital from the premium. And so you can see the annual return is slightly lower than the weeks before, but overall it's still quite nice. It's still close to 30%. And moreover, we can have a look how much money I earned in the past months. So in the past 30 days approximately, I earned $1,500. All right, so now let's go a little bit deeper and let's review the past week in a bit of detail. As you can see here, I have uh, I have Nvidia stock. I sold covered calls with the strike price $102, and the premium was $92 for one option. When I was selling when I was selling this covered call, and let's look at the chart. I will open the chart and I will show you what kind of drama actually has happened with Nvidia. So let's look on Monday. Monday here. On Monday, I was selling the covered call when the price was falling down. So actually it opened way below the Friday close. It opened at the Friday close was at $101. It opened $98 on Monday morning and then started to fall. So what I had to do is I had to I actually wasn't sure if the price will keep falling or not. There was a lot of volatility. The messages from U.S. government and also regarding specifically Nvidia and their Chinese and their issues on the Chinese market. Um, with whether they can sell the chips to the Chinese market or they cannot. They are banned from selling the most advanced chips. So it wasn't really there was a lot of drama and it wasn't sure what the stock will be doing. So I decided I will go for high premium, and I was working under the assumption that the price will be falling. As my purchase price was $102, which let me just visualize it here. So this was $102 was my purchase price. So I decided actually here on Monday morning that I will sell covered calls for $102, and you can see that's what has happened. However, Tuesday and then Wednesday, the situation has completely changed, and the price started to go up. It spikes actually towards $111 by Friday. And so I had to decide in the middle of the week. I had to decide what do I do. And I actually decided that I will roll this covered call, and so I did so. By rolling, I opened the covered call already for this week, and I earned $152 as a premium. Of course, the question is what the price will do now, whether the price maybe stay within this range, still within the range of 100 or potentially $95 to 115, and then there will be still volatility, or whether the price will grow and actually go higher to potentially 125. There is some resistance, or even higher. Normally, I work with the assumption that the price would not go within week higher than plus 20%. So in this case, for Nvidia, it would be close to $130, maybe somewhere here. However, I have already the options open, and they are here. And so I will keep them open, and potentially I will roll the options again. The question is how long I can roll the options, whether the price will ever go to $102. In the worst case, I will need to sell at price $102, but it's okay. I will not be losing money because I purchased for $102, and I will be earning premiums. So that's for Nvidia. It's really interesting trade. I sort of plan, and I would like to see how actually I will be able to roll the option, maybe if the price even goes towards 130 and maybe even higher. If I can still be able to roll the options for $102, and if the premium will be still interesting. So we will see this in the upcoming weeks. It's really interesting topic. So guys, please Stay tuned because we will see some interesting development in here. Now, let's go to our next trade. So last week I also had Nvidia strike or covered calls for strike price of $115. It expired worthless, and I just took the premium. Another very interesting one was Tesla. I opened the covered calls for strike price of $285, and I opened two options. Let's have a look on the chart. And I will zoom in. And again, here is Monday. Here is Monday. And I made a mistake that you can learn from. Mistake I made was it was week of earnings. I missed this. For some reason, I just didn't notice that it's week of earnings, and I spoke about it in this live stream or in the past live streams several times that I don't like to trade options when there is a earnings call or whether there is major announcement because the volatility can be really high and 20% of buffer might not be enough. Of course, because I missed this one, I planned the strike price for $285, and it was Thursday, Friday, when the risk of the options will be executed was so high, was too high, and I decided I will roll the options as well. The main reason was in the end that the price of $285 was a little below my purchase price. My purchase price is $291, and I just didn't want to sell with a loss. And so I rolled the options. I actually earned only $23 on this option. But it was really for the reason of not losing money on the trade, and at least I captured some additional premium to it. The original premium I captured really from the Tesla covered call last week was $96. So overall, it's not really great trade, but at least I will not be losing any money, and this is the most important thing. So now for next week, you can see that the price is set here. If it's going to be executed, I will not be losing money. Potentially, I will roll the option, and still there is a chance that the Tesla will trade within this range between 285 to 200, maybe 220, something like this, yeah, within this range. So we will see what the next week will bring. Uh, Obviously, the trend seems to be more to the side, but let's see. Let's see what the development will be. All right, moving on. Let's cover it. CLF, Cleveland Cliffs. There, it wasn't anything super exciting. For CLF, strike price was $8. Closing price basically 7.91. So the option expired worthless, and I just captured premium. Honestly, the premium is less than $1 if I consider fees as well. So this was really sort of funny trade, but why not to uh, capture $1 if I can, and there is no risk. So it was it was for Cleveland for CLF Cleveland Cliffs, and then I opened covered calls for GameStop. Strike price $31. Again, expired worthless, out of money, $25 premium. And the last was Rivian. This is actually quite interesting because Rivian got assigned, and I will need to deal with it next week. So again, when I was opening the options, it was on Monday. The price was going down. It was for all stocks. The price was just falling, and when I was selling, was also going down. I got disconnected. I don't know. I hope you can hear me now. I'm having some issues with my internet. So now I should be connected again. All right. So I was talking about Rivian. The strike price was 250. So it was somewhere here, 250, and it got assigned. So now I will I will want to sell puts for Rivian, or I will buy, depends on how pre-market will look like, or the other option is that actually I will buy Rivian for price of $12.50 or lower. Really depends on the pre-market and then market open, and then I would sell again covered calls. All right. So for this week, I will focus again on Nvidia, Tesla, of course, because I got the options already open. Then CLF, GameStop, and Rivian. Now let's have a look on CLF. I was saying this last time. Cleveland Cliffs is steel mill factory, and this is just my play or my bet on tariffs, and basically that the steel industry might benefit from the US policy and from the tariffs. Let's see. Let's have a look actually. What is my purchase price for Cleveland Cliffs? Average price 740. So when I was buying for 740, yes. So I'm a little bit up, 7% up right now. It's not bad. Or yeah, 7% up. And so let's plan the options. We will plan for end of next week, and I want to sell covered calls again. This is not very nice price, honestly. And also, yeah, but let's do it with $9.50 strike price. How much I have? I have 100 stocks. So what I can do is I can actually plan order limit, and I can try 2 cents per option. And I good till cancel. And also order. Let me just document the trade, and also see what will be the return on this trade. Let's see whether there are some comments in the chat. No questions as of now. Okay. All right. So if I sell for 2 cents, the annual return on the invested capital would be 13%. What if I try to do three at least? It would be almost 20. It's better. And also seven, uh, 792 multiplied by 1.20%. Yeah, 950 is really the strike price we should go for. If the price goes up, there is good chance, there is good chance we could have 3 cents as a premium. If not, then I will need to change the strike price during the day. Okay, let's document trade like this. Yes. All right. So let me put it there. It's planned. Now let's have a look on the GameStop. 27.46. I need to check if there is any announcement or anything basically being planned. So that was earnings already. So now we should be good. There should not be anything major happening. And so therefore, this still okay. So it's still Cleveland Cliffs, and so now let me go to GameStop. I will check for any news or anything that might be significant. Yeah. There's probably nothing. Also, what we should do is we should check open interest and see whether there is some unusual activity in the option chain. Option chain. This is what we need. We need option charts, open interest, and again. So we will check next week and then some monthlies just to check how the open interest of the next week compares to the monthlies. Obviously, in June it will be very interesting because there is a lot of open calls. You can see here the green are calls, red are puts. So there is a lot of open calls, but for next week there is it's not really significant. Also, we can analyze a little bit in detail what is the strike price for the calls, and $30 is the major one. But again, I mean, the open interest is not very high, so we should not be so much worried. And 20% might be all right. So I will go here for 33. Call plant 33, and I have 200 stocks. Interesting. There is, all right, now I can see the price as well. Order. And we will go for 10 cents. Go to cancel. Shall we try 11? I mean, that's always the question. That's always the question. Is, and now I'm showing the chart again. The question is the price going up on open or not really, right? If it's going down like last week, then the price will the price of the premium will go down. If the price goes up, then the price of premium, of course, might go up, and we could actually play this at the open. We might try put 11 cents. Let's just see how much difference does it make. If I do 11 cents, it's not in Cliff, it is here. Two options, 11 cents, opening price might be 27.5. Yeah, probably doesn't make much of difference. Of course. I mean, what would be 15 cents, but I I don't know. I doubt. Also, implied volatility is very low, 49%. So let's put 11 cents and let's hope that the price will go up a little, and therefore we might get the premium higher. If the price goes up at the market open, then the premium goes up as well, and therefore the plan, as I put it, or the planned trade actually might execute nicely. All right. So now we have Nvidia, Tesla, and for CLF and GameStop, we planned our trades. Now let's have a look on Rivian. I have three and a half or $3,400, and so let's have a look on Rivian chart. This is weekly chart, so we can see that there is sort of range that Rivian is sort of trading in right now. The bottom is $10.50, and the resistance is $3.50, somewhere there. If I zoom in and do daily chart, I need to have a look how it looks a little bit in more detail. So this is daily. All right, this is daily. Yeah, so the trend is going up. Also, there will be earnings. So this is really interesting. Which will be what is the date? May 6th, Tuesday. So hold on. It will be the week after. All right, it will be the week after. It might. This is interesting. It might be that there is sort of ramp up, that there is spike before the earnings, and then see here before the last earnings, right? So there was a spike before the earnings, and then even though the earnings were positive, um, as far as I can tell, last earnings positive, right? So surprise, 30% positive surprise on on earnings, and still then the price was going down. Can we learn something from this? Maybe maybe let's have a look. What was the other history? Negative earnings to the side, negative earnings up actually. Hmm. Hmm. Right. I'm thinking whether I'm thinking what is the best way how to trade this. Whether I wait for opening and basically hope that the price will go down a little. I mean, 10 cents, it's not much of a drop. Would be it could be the price goes down a little. Look, if was the let's have a look on some Mondays, right? So here Monday, I mean it opened. I mean there was a lot of difference from Friday last day. What would be the other again? I mean a lot of difference. It actually dropped a lot. Um, maybe here actually it's the other way around. It was growing already. Um, maybe I will do one thing. because there is this technical analysis, right? More technical. Buy, strong buy. There are a few options how I can play this. One option, and let's have a look what the price of the options is. Arabian stock options. I can sell options for 250. Then I would be doing sort of wheel strategy. So basically, wheel strategy is when you buy a stock, or you actually don't start. I mean, you can start with buying, but you normally you would sell the puts for strike price and keep selling puts until the options are assigned and you own the stocks, and then when you own the stocks you sell covered calls and do it until the stocks are sold, until the options are assigned, and then you gain when you have cash. Then again you start selling puts, and this all over again and again, and this is called wheel strategy. So what I can do is I can potentially try wheel strategy. So if I do with the strike price of $12 50 cents, I would do 12 two options, so 200 to the 200 shares. A return would be $74. Let's document it here and let's decide on the trade based on the numbers, based on the data. So how much was it? 37. Yeah, all right. 37 per one option. 37 per one option. We would have two, so $74. Opening price might be, I don't know, somewhere or six. Let's put this. I mean, this would be very nice annual return, right, on invested capital. Also, this week, yeah. I mean, this week I will not be earning so much on the premiums because of the Tesla. I have a lot of capital allocated in Tesla stocks, and obviously the premium this week will be just $23. So yeah, overall the week will not be very good. Um, Look, what would be the other option, right? If I buy, then I would be again selling covered calls. I would again put like 20% buffer, uh, which brings what, maybe $2, so 14.50 somewhere here. Yeah, it's not much of a premium. I mean, in volatility is also not very high actually, though higher than it was for GameStop. Let's try with the puts. I think it's nice. Let's try with the puts. Um, order. limit price. Hmm, 38, 37. Let's put 37. Good to cancel. Sell order. Accept. Done. Use on this order. All right. So now all the trades been planned. I still have some capital which I might want to invest or which I want to invest. I I will need to I will need to find new stocks that are that are worth investing. So I'm looking for the stocks where the chance of 5x or 10x within next 2 years is moderate to high. Rivian is one of the picks where chance of really having the price spiking 5 times within next 2 years is significant due to new models and really headwinds or tailwinds in the EV market. And so this is the play, long term play, and so I want to keep I want to have the stock, but other than that, I would like to have more stocks like this. So I have Clear Sign Technologies. It's the same play basically. Um, Again, the company is growing significantly. They are improving the margins. Insiders are buying the stock. So um, it's small cap. So there is high chance that the stock will explode at some point, and the price will just 5 times or 10 will be 10 times 5 times or 10 times higher. um we just need to wait for the catalyst. So that's why I want to keep this kind of stocks. Cleveland Cliffs, it's similar, though it will not be probably even 5 times, but still 2 times might be possible. I'm already up 7%. Let's see what the price will be doing. Um, yeah, all right. So trades, right? Orders. So I have 3 orders for Rivian, for GameStop, and for CLF. We will need to see. We will need to see how the market will open and what will happen. Did I check Rivian option interest? I open interest. I didn't. So option chart. Yeah, there is. Hmm. There's some push towards 13, but I don't believe it will be significant, to be honest. Again, let's compare to the volume of options for monthlies. Yeah, see, I mean, this is insignificant. This will not move the market. Um, all right. Yeah, in June there's a lot of options open, but yeah, for the next week it will not it will not influence the price. Just the options, right? There will be a lot of other things that will influence the price, but it will not be specifically this. Right. All right. That's it. So as I was saying, we have the trades planned, we have the trades documented. Um, the yields are not so great. I could imagine that I would earn more than $275, but it's better than nothing. Honestly, let's just calculate. It's 18% actually this week. If the trades will happen the way they are planned, it will be 18%. There will be a lot of interesting stuff happening with Nvidia, also Tesla. In the end, Rivian will be interesting as well. Um, Nvidia and Tesla, I might be rolling options. For Rivian, I will see whether the price will drop a little um, and we can get some nice premium, and whether actually the price will whether the price in the end overall will stay at this price level, or whether it will go up. I mean, I think there is reasonable chance that for a price of $12.50 we can still buy Rivian within this week, or maybe next week. Next week there is earnings, so I yeah, I don't think there is any catalyst really happening for Rivian. They will need to be starting to be selling the R2 model. That's really the catalyst actually for this company. But of course, I mean there will be volatility in the upcoming month until the R2 model is on the market. But this is still a good price. If you zoom out, look, if you zoom out, mostly mostly the company was trading above this price, only few moments. And also actually, don't forget, if I buy for 1250 again, it means that I will just continue with the same trade as from before, and my original purchase of 200 shares was for somewhere even below 11. I think maybe it was 11. So 11 dollars uh per share. It was somewhere here where I was buying, and and so if I buy for 1250, it's just continuation of this trade, right? I had 200 shares, so I will just have 200 shares, and and if I consider buying price or purchase price would be 11, then it's even better. I mean the price is very was not so often below 11. Okay. All right. So I just got back again to Rivian, but I think that's it. That's it for today. I'll be back next Sunday. Maybe I'll be back actually during the week, just to show if there is some major development happening, and if there is something really interesting we should talk about. I will be I will be back earlier, but if not, then next Sunday for another live trading planning session, and of course you can find my latest video on the options Paycheck channel. Please subscribe if you like the videos. Please like the video if you like this specific video. And yeah, let's continue together building a reliable second income through options trading. And until next time, bye bye.